Okay, so Eunice, we're going to go over some of your short notes to see what you've done so far. And this is your diagnosis history. This is not the impression or the assessment part of the chart. This is the history. This is part of the history that you take from the patient. And this is a diagnosis history. So the patient is going to tell you what they were diagnosed with in the past. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put add, and I'm going to put on gastric ulcer, which is the same thing as peptic ulcer that was realized in, okay, I don't know why this is just trying to suggest to me that I should use this medication for treating peptic ulcers. Alright, so your chart, the PowerPoint, suggested a peptic ulcer or a gastric ulcer. And note that when you click on the ulcer, the code comes up as well. Okay? So we're going to do the start. And what's the start date that this happened? And I would say maybe April of 2011. Okay? So I'm going to slip that up there. And there's no start date. Alright? Then I'm going to go ahead and save. And I'm going to go ahead and add some more things, because if you remember the case, the PowerPoint case that you had, you know, there were a lot of other things in that case as well. So, did the patient have hypertension? Class? Did the patient have hypertension? No, the patient didn't have hypertension. If you remember, the patient actually had low blood pressure. So we're not going to do that. Did the patient have diabetes? As far as I can remember, the patient did not have diabetes. Did the patient have iron deficiency? What would you expect for someone who has been vomiting blood and bleeding blood into the abdomen, who was found pale? Do you suspect iron deficiency? Remember, this is a long-standing peptic ulcer. Anybody? We're going to assume that the patient did have iron deficiency, and we noticed this maybe about a year ago. Alright? And right now we still feel that the patient does have iron deficiency. And let's go ahead and add another diagnostic history. And we can say bloody stool, Milano stool, and this was diagnosed last month. Alright? We're also going to add So we're also going to add, well, the real diagnosis was gastric ulcer in the first place. Excuse me. And we're going to say that this situation started 3 years ago. So let's go ahead and leave that like that. Treatment list. Okay, Lipitor, lisinopril, acetaminophen. Excellent. Excellent. Allergies. Oh, you're on the road, Eunice. This is good. Advanced directives. Okay. Now, okay. This is good. Wonderful. All right. Immunizations. Great. Growth. Okay. All right. You have growth charts. Let me see if you put anything in here. Well, I'm not going to do this for you. You go ahead and do it, okay? Lifestyle. 1 to 2 packs a day. You are definitely doing well, Eunice. This is good. So, we're going to go back to home. And who else have I not checked yet? Okay. So let me go to Abdul. Abdul Farkan. Alright? And so we're doing a sub note, and all these should be populated because that's what we did the last time. Okay, for some reason, let's go to this account today. And for some reason, I do not see the things I entered into the other day. Are you sure I used this patient? Anyway, so what we're doing now, basically, is we're doing the objective. You can see the objective part is white. Alright? And the first thing you want to do is the physical exam. And I've already loaded these templates in for you. Okay? So you do the general exam, and when you see something that the patient has in the general exam, and if you remember, the PowerPoint contains all the symptoms that the patient has. So you can either use that, or you could use the video that of my module 2 lecture, my module 12 lecture that I've now posted in module 12, and all you need to do is to identify the issues here that affect the patient. And when you identify an issue, you click it in here. Now when you want to go to the next page or the next slide, you click on this link here, and then you can go down and you can click on this. Chest is clear, no rails, no ronchinoresis. Then you go here, click on that, you go to your heart. Your heart, you have a pancyspalic murmur, no rubs, no gallop. Okay? And genitourinary, you can basically say everything is normal. Alright? Now, in terms of your neurology, I guess everything is normal as well. Alright? Your skin. Now what I did is I entered in a paragraph. So you can see here there's a space. So your skin is normal. There were problems with the labs. Check my lecture to get those lectures. And when you're finished with this, alright, you actually want to save. Alright? Now you can come back. And for some reason this thing is in the way. This ad. And I don't know where you actually close the ad. So that's what happens when you're using free stuff. Let me see if I can find where. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the objective, and instead of using general exam, I'm going to use abdominal pain this time, and I think I used wellness as well, you know. So I'm not going to use this because the patient definitely has abdominal pain. Okay, so you can check what I did. Yes, I did indicate in my last lecture that the abdomen was soft. There was left lower quadrant tenderness without rebound. Well, let me actually do this. Instead of putting without rebound, I put with rebound, and you guys can go back and check what rebound tenderness is. You can Google it. And we can go ahead and do this, and we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Then of course, you can also do your labs. It's going to give you values. So I think I listed a lot of values in my lecture on Tuesday, but here I'm just going to put one value, and that's going to be hemoglobin, and I'm going to say that one was 6.5. So in other words, this patient is what? Alright? So that's basically it for, you know, then I'm going to go ahead and save. Okay, I'm all saved. And all the information is here. That's good. So, the last thing I probably want to use is, okay, so I'm going to X out of abdominal pain, and I'm going to go to wellness exam. Alright? Make sure you put your cursor in the right place. You can give it a paragraph if you like. And I'm going to go through this and choose one or two. Well, nothing here suits me. So I'm going to go ahead and do a final save, and then I'm ready for the assessment. Okay? Are there any questions? Okay, can you write in the comments? Too small. Okay, yes, I can. What do you want me to write? Are there any questions? Remember we were talking about the sign. Please do not sign this chart. Because once you sign this chart, guess what? This date will no longer be available for you to sign in and complete your physician visit. Okay? Are there any questions before we close? Oh, can I write lab codes? Well, basically, all your lab codes, let me see here. All your lab codes, and there was somewhere here. So this thing is in the way. I didn't have to X out of it. No, I'm not going to use that because the lab will naturally know. So there's a labs function in your history, in your past medical history, and when you're putting in the lab codes, it will actually give you the actual codes that go along with the labs. Okay, so it might be a little tiny on the screen here, but when you're actually doing it, or when you're viewing the PowerPoint, not the PowerPoint, the YouTube video that I produced for last week on your computer, they'll be large enough for you to see. And I listed all the labs that we needed to do in that particular video, the one that's posted to Module 12. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, well at this point, if there are no other questions, I will go ahead and call it a day. I thank you for your attentive, audience. And I hope you gained something out of the lecture today. Alright? Let me go ahead and